Hey, this is good old boy Mike from Sips, Suds, and Smokes. We've been on the air for about 5 years, produced a little over 250 episodes, and fairly popular show as well. We've been on iTunes for most of that time. We've been the number one food podcast for about 3 years, and we really cover a broad range of topics and everything good in life worth discussing. And we talk about beer quite a bit as well on about half of our 49 episodes every season. We've had the pleasure of covering a lot of great beer during that time, and I thought that I'd share just a few of the favorite moments from many of these episodes, a couple of beer episodes as well as one of our Sips episodes as well. So up first is a show that we did where we actually got into one of our recurring shticks, which is just making up words randomly, and we talked about them as part of the Sips, Suds, and Smokes lexicon. And this is the first time that the word chuggling actually came into play and is now part of Good Old Gal Juliana's tagline. So here's that clip.
Kind of overwhelm your palate. I would not call this a guzzling or chuggling. Chuggling. That's a real word, right? I don't think so.
It is now.
A chuggling.
It's a Sips, Suds, and Smokes verbiage.
It is definitely a sipping beer for sure. My Suds rating for America is going to be 3. Juliana, what did you think of Merca from Prairie?
I dug it. I got a lot of grapiness, off of it, which is, well, Nelson, they're standing out in
And
front
kind of
of
musty, too, a little bit.
Yeah. But,
I think
there's
that's
a bit...
me. Sorry.
That could be you. You're right.
I'll turn the fan on for you, Dave.
Thank you.
Reverend Mark, please take a bath. Okay.
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice.
But like a good degree of barnhousey, kind of stuff, and
Barnhouse? That's
Barnhouse,
good,
yeah. I know. I made that up right now.
Thank you. I like that.
Thank you.
This is Dave making words.
Juggling.
Juggling
and
and barnhouse. Thank you very much for playing that freaky word.
You're going to have to put like a glossary on the website.
And we're casting and waiting. And we're casting and waiting.
We have a lot of fun with, frankly, our voices a lot of times, and just, the conversation that's going around the table, in addition to talking about a lot of the great products that we get to review and rate. And this is from our Sips team, and Harmeet is actually talking with good old boy Brent here, and I really just I couldn't stop laughing over this conversation between the two of them. And the only thing that Harmeet didn't do is he didn't actually break into his native tongue, which is from India, as he turns to Brent and says, "Could I ask you to please enunciate penis?" So here is this quick clip from the show called Please Enunciate Peanuts.
Solid whiskey, yeah, I give it a 3.
Interesting.
Brent, what do you think?
I have to agree with a lot of that. I get peanuts with it though, and this is a nice honey color.
Yeah, there is a
enunciate, because I didn't, I didn't want to hear that.
Peanuts.
Thank you.
Like Charlie Brown. Yeah.
Right. With the nose, I get some, vanilla and oak. On the palate, I definitely get peanuts and oak, clove, spice. Peanut.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit of vanilla. But I agree.
So we have a lot of other themes on our beer shows as well, and we got into doing a few shows that had a bit of a game show theme to them. And we love to come back to these all the time. And this is one of my favorite episodes, again, with Juliana and Dave. And it's actually just the three of us that did this show. And I decided to basically do it in a game show style. Where you had to name your favorite ABBA song in addition to your favorite beer, and all these beers were from Sweden. So if you could think of a better way to combine ABBA music and beer from Sweden, this is what this show is about. And this is one of my favorite moments from that show, which is Dave actually sharing about his favorite beer as well as his favorite ABBA song. So let's check this out.
I hate to admit it, but my favorite ABBA song is probably Dancing Queen.
Ooh, Dancing Queen. Go ahead, sing along, Dave.
You are the dancing queen.
The radio first here, folks.
17.
How awesome. We have made history.
We have destroyed the human race. We've made the universe a little dumber just now.
All right, Dave. So let's talk about your top 3 picks from On the Polo now.
Well, there you have it. Just a few great clips from Sips, Suds, and Smokes. I think one of our favorite things we love to do is, frankly, just talk about really great products and belch into the microphone. Not always in that order, but we have a great time always on the radio and with each other. Talking about great products as well. Hey, be sure and check out the show. We're on weekly. Like I said, we're on every podcast outlet you could possibly find. iTunes and Google Play are probably the 2 most popular places. Our native host is Spreaker. You can catch us on a number of public radio stations as well. You might want to look at one around you and see if we're on. Probably about 2 a.m. is our favorite time slot. So feel free to drop us a line anytime if you'd like to. Our email address is info@sipsudsandsmokes.com. And this is good old boy Mike asking you to definitely come back, join us sometime, and keep on sipping.